What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is all about Overwatch 2's new events. So let's just dive in and talk a little bit about why Overwatch 2's events are going to be the craziest they've ever been since the release of the original game. I'm honestly really surprised I haven't heard anyone talk about this. We have no idea what kind of new events are going to appear in Overwatch 2, but we do know that they have to be very different than they've been in the past. And that's for a couple of reasons. The biggest reason being is that we're going to get a ton of new PvE content that is specifically formatted to Overwatch 2. So that means that previous PvE content events like the Archives event isn't going to be a thing in the future, which opens up an even bigger picture. Will future events be focused around the PvE content that Overwatch 2 is going to provide for us? In the past, any PvE content or Overwatch event content that we've ever gotten has all been focused on the online aspect of Overwatch. What I strictly mean by this is that all of our previous event game mode content has been smaller stuff like Lucio Ball, Mei Snowball event, and then all of our PvE type content is still on a smaller scaled version like the Archives event or even Junkenstein. But we all know that all of these live service games that are available right now have battle passes and a bunch of event content that just changes the game as a whole whenever one comes out. With Overwatch 2, we know we're getting a battle pass and we know that we have to keep getting events to keep the game going. But I believe that these new events are going to be on an entirely different scale than what we've seen before in the past with the original Overwatch. When Overwatch 2's PvE content officially drops, the events that we could get in the future could be completely different than anything that we've ever gotten before. Which just begs the question, what direction are the events going to go? Will we still get online events like Capture the Flag or Lucio Ball? Or are most of our future events going to be on a giant scale focused specifically towards PvE? Since we can't do the smaller scale version PvE content like Archives, we're going to have a crazy event focused towards PvE content that completely shakes up everything that we know when it comes to past PvE content. Also, when will events drop? We know that we're going to be getting seasons that are going to be 9 weeks long, and we know that the Battle Pass is connected to that in the time frame. But are the events also connected to that? Will the events be 9 weeks as well? We just don't know at this point. If the events do drop with the 9-week seasons, it leaves a little bit of an issue. Overwatch already has a huge catalog of events and game modes built within those events. If we have to bring those events out once a year like the old ways, and they do that by dropping them in the 9-week seasons, that's going to leave not a lot of room for any new events. In my opinion, I think that it's going to go a different way that we've never really seen before. I think that the old events are going to be permanently put into Overwatch 2 so that we can play them at all times. It gives the game much more variety and allows us to do different things in Overwatch whenever we get tired of one thing that we do consistently. If you get tired of playing competitive, just go play some Lucio Ball, and if you get tired of that, go play some Capture the Flag. The more that is put into the arcade permanently is going to be a better thing for Overwatch as a whole. We know that many people play Overwatch differently. Some people don't like to play competitive. Some people don't even want to play quick play. Some people would rather just play Lucio Ball. So the more event game modes that we have in the arcade, the more Overwatch will grow. We can build a bigger fan base for Overwatch if we provide more ways to play for different types of people, which then brings us to the next route that the event content could go. We now know that in the first quarter of 2023, we'll be receiving the long-form PvE content for Overwatch 2. But what we don't know is the new PvE content that drops in the future, is that going to be in event format or is it going to be in paid DLC format? So essentially, with all the information that we just talked about, there's a couple routes that this could go. The old events that we love and know could be completely scrapped. We could be getting no more free events. If that's the case, then we know that all future events and DLC type content is going to be focused on the PvE side of Overwatch 2. But I truly believe that they're going to be giving us both. I think that we're still going to get the old style free events, and then I think that we're going to get paid DLC focused around all the new PvE content. This would be the best option for everyone all around. Blizzard would make some money off of DLCs since you can't buy loot boxes anymore, we would still get free content and we would still have the option for paid content. We would have the most content that we've ever had in all of Overwatch. And then there's a possibility for a third option of new content that we've never even seen before and we have no idea what it could be. But that about wraps it up for this video, everyone. I'd love to know what you guys think about the event content that's coming up in Overwatch 2, so make sure you put it down in the comments below. I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Flash out.